Hey Bliss Chicks, it's Barbara Collins with Madre Minutes, and I'm so excited to be sharing with you all why I would love to be considered as a speaker for Blissdom this year in Dallas. I'm so excited that y'all are going to be in Texas, my home state, and I will be able to drive there. Last time I think I videotaped you, I didn't have any hair, so my hair is coming back. I'm through the worst part of my treatment, and I should be finished, close to being finished by the time I get to Blissdom this year. So thankful for all of your prayers and your thoughts, and just the ability to be able to share with you this way. The story that I kind of want to focus on is hope, and that is through social media, through my connections with Blissdom, through the ability to network, has given me a lot of hope. It really did help me through a lot of my treatments, and it kept me interested and wanting to share my story in order to give someone else hope. All of this social media networking stuff has really given me a lot of hope that whatever story I might share with other people, either at Blissdom and or on the internet through Mom TV, through my blog posts and my YouTube videos that I've posted all through radiation, would just really give someone else a chance and give someone else a sense of hope, and that it is doable, and that I'm just so thankful that they had a formula for my kind of cancer. So with all of that, that's sort of the focus that I would like to focus on. What do I have to share? I'm not a renowned author, and I do have to say that when I came to Blissdom this last time, I had people come up to me and say that they read my blog, which kind of blew me away. You all helped me kind of get on the map, allowing us and me to come to the marketplace and have our wares there, and I don't know, just your personal invitation to each one of us, even though it's gotten so big to 1,000 people, you still take the time to come up and talk to us. I mean, it's not like you're untouchable, which sometimes happens when a conference like this grows and your status tends to change, but I never have felt that way with you all. So what I have to share is that we all have a story to share, no matter who we are, if we're celebrity type or if we're just an everyday mom. I think it's important for us to share our stories. That's one of the things that I took away from Blissdom last year, is how important it is to share our stories. Not only in order to possibly help someone else, but also for historical purposes. The written word is going away faster than, books are going away faster than we know what to do with, but you still have to write the books. You still have to put the words down somewhere. And I love that we can all, I encouraged my father-in-law. He's been writing now for almost a year, because he came to the Lenten Luncheon and heard what I had to say about what I had learned at Blissdom. So I think I would like to share that, not that I would be repeating it, but that I found through Blissdom a way to be able to share my story. I think the fact that so many people can be impacted through this way of networking, through Blissdom, through just connecting, is an important thing. Not only, like I said, for historical purposes, but for the longevity of Madre Minutes, or the longevity of what I'm trying to accomplish, and identifying what that is. What am I trying to accomplish every time I post a video, or post a blog, or post a Twitter tweet, or put a Facebook post up? What am I trying to accomplish? who am I going to impact? And narrowing in and sticking with that group. The tendency for so many is to want to try and please so many people and cover so many bases. But I think if you can stick with your network, stick with your group of people, then it automatically and naturally broadens your tent, so to speak. And so that's what I would also want to share. Why does it matter to the women that come to Blissdom? Well, there are a lot of women like me who've only been to 2 Blissdoms or have not gone to a lot of blogging conferences, who are 50 plus age. And a friend of mine who has a website called My Purpose Now, she and I are teaming up, and we're modeling a lot of our conference that we're going to do next fall after some of the things that I brought to the table that I learned at Blissdom. So we are modeling a women's conference that's going to be called the Wanted Conference, because we feel like we're all wanted by God. That, can't you just see God up in heaven, like with a bunch of wanted posters with our pictures on it? I just think that would be so cool to think. I was listening to this song, the song Wanted. Anyway, I thought, gosh, you know, we are all wanted and we are all wanting. And I think that would be really a cool thing to share with the 50 plus women, that what we have to say is really important. That yes, we might not know the lingo, we might not know the jargon, we might not know, we've had to do kind of leapfrog jumps to figure out a lot of this technical stuff and this technology stuff, whereas all of the younger women have sort of grown up with it. Well, I mean, let's face it, we were in the dawn of cell phones, so all of this is very new to us, and I am just sort of wading my way. But I want to encourage my age, the 50 plus women, to know that their voice matters, that, you know, they typically are the backbone of, you know, charities, and the backbone of churches, and the backbone of schools that give money and give their time and their efforts. But one, because their time is maybe freed up a little bit more, and they also have a little less money, just, you know, more money to spend on that kind of thing. And you know, they're not having to spend so much money on their family because their family's usually out of the house. So anyway, the 50 plus women thing I think is really important. I think we haven't even tapped or scratched the surface. There were many 50 plus age women there at the conference that I was able to connect with. There were many God appointed meetings, chance meetings that I met while I was at Blissdom, and I'd love to be able to share those. Just really an amazing thing. My friend that has the blog, My Purpose Now, shared with me a story. She works for the Railroad Commission, and she has to give sort of these personality tests to all the workmen and the workers in hopes to find and bring out leaders within the group, find out who has certain gifts in order to be able to place them in certain jobs. And they're given a scenario of, okay, there are 4 people who are on an airplane, and the airplane goes down, and they all survive, but they swim to a nearby island. A boat comes along, but they can only take 3 passengers, and they have to leave someone behind. And they describe each one of those 4 people. They do sort of an about me page, you know, saying one man was, you know, 25, one girl was 19, one person was 40, and then there was a 50 plus woman. Almost 100% of the time, the 50 plus woman is left behind, because their reasoning was, you know, she's already lived her life. She's probably already raised her kids. She, you know, she's getting a little too old to contribute, you know, yada yada, on and on and on. And so it went on like this, and so it dawned on her, hey, these women need to be ministered to. These women need to be lifted up and shown that they do have a purpose now. And I really think that Blissdom, it would be great for Blissdom to tap into that age group women and to encourage our age women to tell their story, to write their story, to not be discouraged with the possible lack of knowledge of this media. I mean, I picture all of your little faces huddled around some giant Mac Pro that's connected to all kinds of editing machines and microphones and cameras, you know, that I wouldn't know one thing to do with, but you guys do. And so in some ways, you know, in the Bible it says that the older women will teach the younger women. But in this case, a lot of times, Blissdom, the younger women are teaching the older women to not be afraid, to push forward, and to try new things and to make new connections. So I have a book out, I have an ebook out, and I also will be having some cards and some of my photographs on canvas, and I'm pretty sure I will have my Madre Minutes book that I already have a contract for, that will also be out by the time Blissdom happens. So I would like to, my format of my talk would obviously be some talking, but a lot of it would be excerpts and photographs from my blog and from Mom TV and some of my lessons of the things that I've discovered along the way. So I hope I will be considered. I consider it a tremendous honor and blessing to even be able to address you this way. So you guys take care. I can't wait to see you there, regardless if I'm a speaker or not. I love coming to the conference because I always come away with something new, something that I can apply right away that really does put me out there, but also kind of recharges my excitement about social media and what this is all about. So take care. Love you guys. Bye.
How comforting is it knowing that He does go before us. He knows the very words that are going to come out of my mouth before I even speak them. My thoughts, He knows. My every move and the hair on my head that's coming back. This social media revolution, telling your stories is just as important as writing them down. When we write them down, we put them out there, permanent, carved, now in the Federal Reserve, I hear, and even our pictures, and set into stone for others to read and interpret. When we tell our stories verbally, many other factors play a part of our storytelling. Tone of voice, inflections, body language, expression on our face, hand gestures, and more. I think both are equally as important. When we share with others personally, we have an immediate accountability, immediate responsibility, immediate opportunity to witness to others the presence of the Lord, which always, always brings healing. Telling our stories verbally gives heart to our voice. The grass withers and the flowers fade, but the word of our God lives forever. Our story may be forgotten, but write it anyway. God is listening. Storytelling was always local. There is a loss of collective and collecting stories, but with technology, it's gaining ground. Recognizing the power of your storytelling. Recognize it. It is revolutionary. and it's epic. Ask what are you doing about it? Keep telling your stories over and over, being passionate, pushing them forward. Keep sharing, because when you do, it changes our world. It builds community, culture, politics when we curate our essays. Public storytelling is on the rise. We are creating a media with our stories. All of the social networking really is about storytelling, telling other people about our lives. The blogging conference that I was telling you about at Blissdom, it started off with 30 people in a small hotel, and it blossomed to 1,000 people in 5 years, mostly because of storytelling. We are all storytellers looking for a place to tell our story. Okay, ladies, we have to confess. When we go to baby showers, what's our favorite story? Labor and delivery. Why would we do that to a poor, pregnant, young woman, to hear our stories of labor and delivery? I don't know why we do that, but we do. Fess up. I do it, and I'm going to just start talking about the clothes and the babies instead. And how we have memory lapses of what it really was like fantasizing the bliss. I don't understand that, but